Imagine a relic so mysterious and profound that even today's advanced technology can't fully explain it. This is the story of the Shroud of Turin, a centuries-old artifact that some believe holds the image of Jesus Christ. What secrets are hidden in this mysterious cloth? What groundbreaking discoveries have modern scientists made about it? Stay with us as we explore the fascinating details. The Shroud of Turin is often called one of history's most intriguing artifacts. For centuries, it has captured the curiosity of scholars, skeptics, and believers alike. This ancient cloth, which bears the faint image of a man, has sparked endless debates. Could it really be the burial garment of Jesus Christ, or is it just a clever medieval forgery? If Jesus has touched your life, hit the like button, comment "I love Jesus" to share your faith, and subscribe to join our community of believers. Recently, Dr. John Campbell revealed groundbreaking insights into the Shroud of Turin that could change how we understand its origin and significance. But first, let's explore what makes this relic so extraordinary. Watch the full video to learn more about this fascinating relic. The Shroud of Turin is no ordinary piece of cloth. It's an ancient relic full of mystery, and here are some of the most amazing things about it. First, the image on the shroud is a photographic negative, something only discovered after the invention of photography. How could such a technique appear on a cloth that's hundreds of years old? In 1978, NASA's 3D imaging technology revealed that the shroud contains 3D information, allowing scientists to create a 3D model of the figure shown on it. The cloth also has human blood stains that match injuries described in the Bible, including scourge marks, a crown of thorns, and a side wound, signs of Roman crucifixion. These features alone make the shroud a fascinating topic of study, but what's even more incredible is that these details have been preserved despite the fire damage it experienced in 1590. Recent scientific breakthroughs have revealed new details that make it harder to ignore. In 1978, a group of scientists did groundbreaking research on the shroud using high-resolution photography. They discovered intricate details of the head, eyes, nose, lips, and even traces of blood stains. They also confirmed that the blood is human. One of the biggest mysteries is how the image on the shroud was formed. It's not painted, dyed, or stained. Scientific tests show that the image was made by discoloring the top fibers of the cloth. Only the very surface of the threads is affected, creating a lifelike and anatomically accurate image. Even with advanced tools like lasers, scientists haven't been able to fully explain how this happened. To explain the unique image on the shroud, some believe a quick burst of light or radiation might be responsible, but the real reason is still a mystery. The details of the shroud match the Bible's descriptions of Jesus' suffering and crucifixion. The whip marks and crown of thorns match what is described in the Gospels, as does the wound on his side, which matches the Roman practice of confirming death by piercing the side. Even the bruises from carrying the cross are visible, all of which echo the accounts in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Despite this evidence, the shroud is still controversial. One major issue is the radiocarbon dating done in 1988, which dated the cloth to the medieval period. However, later studies showed that the sample used for testing included modern repair materials, which affected the results. Newer methods, like X-ray analysis, suggest the shroud could actually date back to the 1st century. This matches other evidence, like its similarity to textiles from 1st century Israel. Modern technology continues to shed new light on the shroud. The Shroud of Turin is one of the most famous and mysterious artifacts in human history. It is a linen cloth believed by many to be the burial shroud of Jesus Christ, containing the faint image of a man who bears striking resemblance to traditional depictions of Jesus after his crucifixion. Over the centuries, the shroud has been the subject of intense scrutiny, fascination, and even skepticism. As technology has advanced, so too has our ability to study this relic. One of the most significant discoveries made by NASA's imaging technology was the ability to recreate the body's posture of the figure on the shroud. By analyzing the hidden three-dimensional information embedded in the image, researchers were able to determine the position of the body at the time the image was formed. This included details such as the angle of the head, the placement of the arms, and even the curvature of the body. The level of detail was so precise that it allowed scientists to understand the effects of rigor mortis on the body. Rigor mortis, the post-mortem stiffness that sets in after death, typically affects a person's muscles and joints. On the Shroud of Turin, the image reveals subtle but telling signs of this process. This revelation has added another layer of mystery to the artifact, as it suggests that the person depicted on the cloth had indeed been subjected to death, and that the body had undergone the natural processes associated with it. However, the question that still looms large is, how was this image formed? While the discovery of three-dimensional data and the precise details of the body's posture have answered some questions, they have raised even more. Despite extensive research and numerous theories, scientists have struggled to replicate the image and its unique properties. The Shroud of Turin is no ordinary piece of cloth. Its image, though faint, is both striking and perplexing. Unlike typical paintings or photographs, the image on the shroud does not show typical brushstrokes, pigments, or other signs of artificial creation. Instead, the image appears to be a result of a process that scientists have been unable to fully recreate, even with modern technology. One of the most fascinating aspects of the image is the fact that it is not painted or dyed onto the cloth. The fibers of the linen show no signs of pigments, dyes, or other external substances that would be expected from traditional methods of creating an image. Instead, the image appears to be a result of some sort of chemical or physical process that affected the fibers of the cloth. This has led to numerous theories about how the image was formed. Some scientists suggest that it could have been the result of a burst of intense energy, possibly from a sudden release of radiation. Others speculate that the image was created through some form of chemical reaction that caused the fibers of the cloth to darken in a way that created the image of a man. Despite numerous experiments and attempts to replicate the image, no one has been able to recreate the specific properties of the Shroud of Turin. This has led some to propose more extraordinary explanations. Could the image have been created through some form of supernatural or divine intervention? While this remains a controversial and highly debated topic, the unique and inexplicable nature of the shroud has undoubtedly sparked discussions about the role of faith and the potential for divine influence in the creation of such a relic. As with many historical artifacts, the Shroud of Turin has long been a subject of debate between scientists and religious believers. On one hand, scientists continue to investigate the shroud using advanced technologies in an attempt to uncover its true origins. On the other hand, many religious individuals view the shroud as a sacred object, a physical link to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and a powerful symbol of his suffering and resurrection. For believers, the Shroud of Turin represents more than just a historical artifact. It is seen as a divine relic, a tangible piece of evidence that connects them to the story of Jesus Christ. For many, the idea that the image on the cloth could be the result of a supernatural process is not only plausible but also deeply meaningful. On the other side of the debate, scientists approach the shroud from a more skeptical and evidence-based perspective. They seek to understand the exact mechanisms that could have created the image and to determine the true age and origin of the cloth. Through techniques such as carbon dating, scientific analysis, and imaging, they hope to uncover the truth about the shroud's history and the nature of the image it contains. If this content blesses you and you'd like to support our mission, you can give me super thanks. Every contribution helps us create more content to inspire and uplift others. If Jesus has touched your life, hit the like button, comment "I love Jesus," share your faith, and subscribe.